All right, Math 5130. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the class, and it kind of all begins in Blackboard. So I have a prompt here that says start here. And what I'll do, I'm in the process of building this course, so I want to create and upload 4 videos that I think it's really important that you watch before the beginning of class. The first one, introduction to me. You're going to hear my voice a lot, so it's kind of fair to tell you who I am. I'm the course developer, and more than likely, this course was developed in November, December of 2023. So if you're taking the class somewhere close to 2023, chances are I'll be your professor. But it could be down the road a little bit. Maybe someone else will actually teach it. So I'm going to provide an introduction to me, an introduction to Blackboard, what you can expect in a typical week. Next thing I'll do is create a video on the syllabus, class policies, expectations. Another one on my stat lab, super important there. How do you access the online textbook? How do you submit your My Stat Lab assignments? And the final video will be how you take your exams through Respondus Monitor. So the first thing, who am I? A little bit about me. I've been at Shawnee for, again, this course is being created in late 2023. So currently I've been at Shawnee starting my 30th year. I've taught many statistics classes at Shawnee State and other universities. And received my bachelor's degree from Morehead State University in 1989, my master's in mathematics from the University of Kentucky in 94, and PhD in statistics measurement and evaluation at the University of Kentucky in 2002. Research experience, again, this is relative to December 2023. I'm sure these numbers will change, but I've served on 15 doctoral advisory committees. I have chaired 148 master's theses. We currently have 37 that are ongoing. And I've done a lot of statistical consulting projects with the occupational therapy department, nursing, some mattress companies, SOMC, our local hospital. A lot to go into. So that's me. That's with my family. We were actually visiting the University of Chicago, where my daughter Sadie is currently attending, and Bailey is currently attending the Honors College at the University of Kentucky. So, and you can tell by the gear that I'm a huge University of Kentucky fan. More information there, but I want to dive into what a typical week looks like in Blackboard. So there's a lot going on here, but the beauty of it is each lesson, there's 7 lessons, is laid out the same way. So lesson number 1, what I want you to get in a habit of doing is, first of all, going to the introduction. This is going to give you an idea of what I'm going to teach you that week. The next thing we have are the objectives. These are testable statements about what I'm going to teach you. Lesson resources, I'll circle back to that in just a second. Supplemental resources, I don't have much there because in these days, I don't think there's much need for supplemental resources to be listed because you have the world at your fingertips. If we're studying something like contingency tables, you can get on Google, you can get on YouTube and type in contingency tables and get over 1 million hits. So there's all kinds of information out there that can be used as supplemental resources. Now, I believe if you watch the instructional videos, again, more about that in just a second, there's no need for supplemental resources. The supplemental resources is watch the instructional videos, excuse me, and reach out to me if you have questions. So this week there are 4 targets. Number 1, upload your introduction under discussions right there. Join a study group. If you know someone in the class you'd like to work with, let me know. I may pair someone else with you. I'm going to try to keep the study groups at about 3 students, 4 at most. Submit your MyStatLab assignment by Friday of week number 1 and submit your DF post number 1 by Monday of the 2nd week. Speaking of the DF post, if you click this, you can download the DF post right there. Once you type up the responses, you can upload it right here. I'll grade it and provide comments. All right, so lesson resources. This is where I guess a lot of the important stuff is. Some files. If I have a PowerPoint that I use, there's quite a few in lesson number 1, just due to the nature of the content. But you'll see I use PowerPoints much less in the later lessons. So once you get an idea of what I'm going to teach you, the specific objectives, what's due that week, you're going to circle back to lesson resources. You're going to access the instructional videos. And this week there are 13 instructional videos. This is the equivalent of you attending class. If I were to present a 3-hour class in 7 weeks, we would have approximately 6 hours of face-to-face instruction. These are the instructional videos where I would tell you the same thing in the video that I would tell you if it's a face-to-face class. You click the video, it takes you to a YouTube video. This one is, how long? Let's see, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. So as you watch this, I highly recommend that you keep an organized notebook just like you would if you were in a face-to-face class. The beauty of this is you can watch these videos anytime you want. Finish that one, click video number 2. This one's a little longer. This is one of the longer videos, 17 minutes and 26 seconds. All right, so once you're done with that, you start working on the assignments. Now, a lot of other stuff here. I'm going to get into the syllabus in the next video, but throughout the lessons, I will mention data sets. And if I mention a data set, you can access the data set right here. For example, one lesson I use the HDL data set. You can download this to your machine, open it up in StatCrunch or R, and follow along with the instructional videos. Another thing that I provide to you are the R scripts. You'll learn 2 statistical software packages, R and StatCrunch. You really only need to learn one, but I present for both. So I have provided the R code for some of the more, I guess, complex codes. I don't ask you to do anything in R that I don't demonstrate to you. If you can type correctly and follow what I type exactly, then R is actually pretty easy to use. And another thing I have are templates for summary. In the discussion forum post, I ask you to conduct an analysis and write up the results. These are the templates you will use. So for example, if you're writing up a chi-square test, you can click this. Let me just show you what happens. Open it up, and I tell you how to report the results. All you have to do is go in and change the numbers and change the variables and this is presented in an instructional video. I go through every single number and tell you how we come up with those using technology. So on the discussion forum post, where I ask you to summarize a result, all you have to do is take the template and put in the correct numbers and submit it. It's almost like plagiarism, but it's not. One of the key things I'm trying to do here is to teach you how to run statistics and present the results. So let's exit preview. I don't want to be in that. All right. So every single week's the same. Week number 3, what are we going to do? Same thing, Groundhog Day. Read the introduction, read the objectives. This is what I'm going to teach you. Go down to lesson assignments. You see you have 2 things that are due this week. Go to lesson resources. Watch the instructional videos. There's 8 of them. Go to my stat lab. More about that later. Submit your discussion forum post, which is in lesson 3, right here. Access it, upload it, and that'll be the last thing you'll do this week. All right, that is, I think, enough. Midterm and final exams, I'll put up a video on it alone, okay? All right, take care.